out of everyone, I should be the most hurt right now with the moves that the Warriors are making or lack of moves. I'm sick right now.
But y'all never
Sick.
do nothing, bro.
Bro. That's the thing. We never, bro. Who said? Someone said something about we had it on cruise control. Yeah, we got this shit on cruise control.
We
For
got
sure.
Yakapodal.
This shit is fucking. This is getting out of hand, bro. Mike Dunleavy, he got to get out of there, bro.
Y'all need y'all man
Yo, don't
back.
talk about the sniper Mike Dunleavy.
This is nasty, bro.
Knicks legend. What y'all know about Mike Dunleavy?
Who's your man that does that's on the NBA shit now? Who's the dude that?
Yeah, Mike was it Myers, Bob Myers.
Yeah, y'all need him back.
Yeah, for real, man. I don't. We don't draft nobody. I know we it was kind of hard to get, but we didn't have no picks really, so we didn't draft nobody that good. We don't pick up anybody that good. We let go of Looney.
Y'all really just riding the wheels off of Curry and Draymond until that shit falls apart, bro. That's it. That's
y'all know that meme where it's like that Gucci backpack and like the string super tore. Yeah. Tell bro to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear that we're gonna go after Al Horford.
Y'all got him.
Yeah, I think y'all got him.
We got him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's your big.
That's your big. You ain't see me in the chat, bro.
72-year-old Al Horford.
But why are we going on these old ass plays? Like, oh my gosh!
And Kevin Looney went to New Orleans.
Yeah, I seen, and Jordan Poole was mad hype for that.
Yeah,
Talking about
his hands.
Bro, this is some bullshit, man. Some bullshit, man.
That's his man, bro. But start us, open us up, bro. Pause.
Don't worry. When I was in Canada, I talked to Shay. Shay said he got a spot for me over there.
No.
Yo, hold on. Before we start
bro.
Nah, Trav, come on.
Oh
bro.
no, that's flagrant. Oh, Trav. That's nasty.
They say you got a spot for me over there.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think we low key be stressing Trav out, bro.
Yo, y'all niggas is crazy, bro.
Bro, this is
got a spot for me, bro. I was in his city. He's like, yo, listen, Curry retire.
What city Shay from?
Toronto.
Yo got the OKC hat on with the Curry jersey.
Curry jersey. Are you kidding me, bro?
I really been had it. I really like I said, I really been supporting like a minute ago. I really been wanting the OKC to win a championship. But I'm a Steph Curry Warriors fan, so I kind of put them on the back burner. But listen, when Curry retires, I'm automatically a free agent.
Oh, y'all.
I'm gonna call Rich Paul, bro.
Yo,
make some moves.
What? Yo, it's something. Yo, nah,
yo. I'm telling you, bro. We be stressing Trav out, bro.
Listen, Trav, let me explain something to you, bro. I'm from Connecticut, bro. We don't got a sports team. That means I can choose any team I want to choose. That's what that means. Like, if I was from New York, then I gotta be loyal. From Boston, I gotta be loyal. But I'm from
Maryland. I didn't have a team, and I picked the Lakers, and I've been riding with them ever since. Yo, the highs and the lows.
But that's different, Trav. You know, because like when you chose the Lakers, that's when players wasn't really like team hopping like that. Nowadays.
You have the jersey of a man who never team hopped. Like
exactly. I've been a Warriors fan for 10, 12 years now. Come on, Trav. I've been for 12 years. 12 strong years.
I'm going on like 25 years as a Laker fan, bro. You're just gonna hop off the Warriors like that?
Bro, like we're in a league now. This is a different league that we in because these players be switching teams like every 4 years. How can I be bro? Like if you're a fan of like one team, right? And then 2 years later, it's a completely different team. It's not the same team that you fell in love with. New owner, new vice president, new GM, new coach, new players. That's not my team no more. I never even been to that city. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think we just in a different generation. Back in the day, you had the Lakers, Showtime Lakers. That was the Showtime Lakers. You know what I'm saying? It was like a culture there. There ain't no culture no more, bro.
Yo, no more culture is crazy, bro. Y'all just can just team. You like your man Durant? Y'all like you're a bop.
Nah.
Y'all bop. Yo, y'all younger generation bop. Yo, just a whole generation.
No, I've been with the same
bop,
team
bro.
for 12 years, bro. I've been with the same team for 12
years. Why you switching, bro?
Generation
ain't good no more,
bro.
I'm not switching. I'm still. Curry's still in the league, right? He's still playing.
Right.
I'm still a Warriors fan. You know,
That's
but once
wicked.
Curry gone, bro, who am I gonna watch, huh?
You don't have to switch teams, bro. I mean, Vince Carter's been out the league for I don't know how long.
The youngest of the crew, he's still riding with the Raptors, yo. Like he's still riding
Yeah,
with
the
the squad,
Raptors is
bro.
crazy, bro. That's a crazy.
That's his squad, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Highs and
I
the lows,
respect it,
bro.
though. I
Yo,
respect it.
Trav, you
Gotta
know my
respect it,
coworker I
bro.
work with. He be mad, but he's a Chicago Bulls fan, right? And he be so mad at me for like saying what I be saying about like he's like, you're not a Warriors fan, you're a Curry fan. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, you can't get mad at me because I don't want to watch losers. Y'all be fans of losers. like y'all, bro, the Chicago
You
Bulls fan
attacked
right
him,
now.
bro. You attacked
Bro,
him.
the Chicago. Imagine being a Chicago Bulls fan in 2025, nigga. That's just
that
nasty.
that not. All right.
For
All right.
what? Like,
I can kind of feel you
yeah.
on some of those teams because I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean, like Cowboys fans, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, give it up, bro. Like, what are y'all? How y'all
I
still
will say,
Cowboys fans,
Trav, for
bro?
Lakers, y'all had like y'all had a good streak of like,
We just all. It's LA, so we always want to get that player where
yeah,
you're never going to be
Exactly.
bad for too long. I mean, Kobe went through them 2012 till Kobe retired years were rough though. We were playing with some
but at
bums.
least you
Like
had Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
right,
saying,
right, right,
And
right.
I'm not.
bro.
And Trav,
Come on,
I'm
watch.
glad you said that because I meant to talk to you about that, bro. Kobe requested a trade, or damn near close to requesting a trade, because he
But
couldn't do it. He couldn't win with the Lakers no more, bro.
he chilled out though because he had to put that pressure to him. Like,
Mhm.
yo, I'm for real, bro. Get me some help here. Stop put me out here with motherfucking Kwame Brown
Derek
and whoever
Fisher.
the fuck. Hold on, Derek Fisher's a legend though.
Hold on.
We ain't gonna do Derek. We ain't
Hold
gonna do
on.
Derek
Let me
Fisher
finish
like
that
that.
sentence.
No, Derek
We,
Fisher.
40-year-old Derek Fisher.
we ain't gonna do that. But he played with some scrubs, like terrible times in LA land, bro. It was terrible, bro.
He
40-year-old
was about to
Horace
go,
Grant.
so we would have hated on Kobe. Not hated, but we would have looked at Kobe sideways if he would
Nah,
have
not nah.
decided to, you know what I mean, get up out of there.
We can't even think about ifs, bro. Like if I won the Powerball, bro, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We can't do that, bro. You know what I mean? Like we can't do the ifs.
I feel you. I'm just saying he was on his way
But
out, bro.
he was trying to force his way out, but I think that was just to put that fire up under their ass. Like, bro, come on now. Like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm Kobe Bryant, bro. Give me some fucking help. Like you guys are wasting my years.
I
Nah, I feel
respect that
you.
though.
They made some moves, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect
They got
that.
him the Lamar Odoms of the world. They got him Paul, you know what I mean? Like, and we went from there.
I respect that. I
Sometimes these
respect
organizations need that push, bro. These organizations, like they just be ass sometimes. Like they like the Bucks right now. And I know we're gonna talk about it, but the Bucks, bro, like, come on, what are we doing?
Hold on, Ahmad. The fact that you're gonna sit there and wear that hat throughout the whole pod with the
That
boys,
is wicked crazy, bro. You
that
ain't
is
even from
crazy,
Oklahoma.
bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy,
I
bro.
don't think that's that crazy, bro.
Nah,
Bro, Josh, I don't honestly, Josh. Trav can say something. P can say something. You can't say shit, bro. You had a whole ass banner behind you for the last 4 episodes.
You did have that, Josh.
I will say nothing to you,
Disgusting.
bro. I won't say nothing to you, bro. I told
Yeah.
Trav I came back to reality, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was good while it lasted, but I had to come back home.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because like
saying?
both of your favorite players are on the Lakers, and like that was crazy. That was crazy.
And you, like I said, you said it, bro. I told you. You know me the longest out of everybody. Luka is my second favorite player in the league, bro. So when he
Yeah.
went to pair up with Braun, I was ecstatic.
So when Bron leaves, bro, when Bron retires
I
after this
gotta stick
year,
with Luka,
you
bro.
gotta stay
I
with
gotta
Luka.
stick
Yeah.
with Luka, bro.
so you here for the
You
next 10
stamping it.
years.
You stamping it. You
I'm
You
signing the
stamped in,
contract.
bro. So
You
no
signing
more.
the
Hey,
contract.
so no more of that bullshit, then, bro. I'll make the call. I'll make the call and let them know, like, yo, he might be all right now. Like, don't press him. You know, like, he's good. I'll lift that no fly zone. Like, but you
bro.
gotta chill out though, bro. No more.
Luka losing weight, bro. He's looking good. Pause. He looking good, bro.
That's a
You know
If
what I'm
fact.
saying?
if OKC does go back to back, bro, you don't be pulling that shit, bro. Like it's a
I won't,
wrap,
bro.
bro.
You got my word. I've come back
All
down
right,
to earth. I defended OKC. I did my job. You know what I'm saying?
all right.
You keep it
We
up. You
back.
keep it up, bro. They sending you out to Utah, I heard.
Hell, I don't
You
want
go
to
out
go
there.
out there,
You go out
bro.
there with Ace, bro. You and
Nah,
Ace.
not in the mountains. Not in the mountains. But look, man. Let's start this episode off real quick. So I got a question, man. I got a question just to get the ball rolling for this episode. My question is, and I stole this question, by the way. This is not my question. I was watching a podcast, and I was like, damn, that's a good question. I wonder how we would answer this question. Shout out to Numbers on the Board podcast, because this is not my question again. But if you can choose one player to enter their prime on their current team or current roster, who would it be? You could pick like 2-3 players or whatever. It don't matter.
Active
players on their current team to be in their prime right now. Who would it be? Go ahead, Mike.
I'm gonna go Chris Paul. I'm not gonna.
Ooh, that's a great.
That's a nice one.
Great though.
I'm not doing that.
That's a nice one, bro.
Oh no, on the Spurs, yeah. I'm thinking. Okay, you did say on the current team.
On the current team, yeah.
That's
I got
a nice
one. I got a better one.
What?
I'm gonna go. Wait, so I can't do James Harden on the Rockets then, right?
No, it's on the current team.
All right, I'm gonna go with CP3 then. Yeah, CP3.
Yeah.
James Harden on the Clippers.
James Harden on the Clippers would be.
That'd be tough too.
In his prime
James. I like that Chris Paul one. No, I'm thinking Chris Paul when he was with, New Orleans. Chris Paul, like
crazy, yeah.
Prime Chris Paul would be insane.
But honestly, people forget how nice Chris Paul really was. When he had the CP3 shoes, bro, I had like 2 pair of them Johns, bro.
I had a pair too.
He was really that nigga, man, for a minute.
Him in his prime.
He was like runner up for MVP and like pretty early on.
Yeah, he was.
What's he averaging
in his prime?
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, prime. That's a good.
He was close to MVP one year, wasn't he?
I believe so. I think he was like, he might have been like 3rd.
I'm about to tell you right now.
He was damn near like doing averaging like a double in the 2007-2008 season.
Yeah, 3rd. You're right, Trav. 3rd.
He was second on in 2007.
2008. 2008, yeah.
The thing about Chris Paul though too is I think back then players wasn't scoring crazy numbers. So I think like you gotta look at he averaging 20 points 19 points that season. That's high for 2007, 2008.
Yeah, at that time where the point guards were more of a floor general.
Yeah.
And point guards weren't look to score. But nowadays you have point guards that can score and be a floor general. We got these hybrid guards.
It's crazy. Because you compare it to today, like I'm not gonna say it's gonna be looked down upon, but like it's way more of a high scoring game. Like you got Shea averaging a double-double, you got Giannis averaging a double-double, Joker averaging a triple-double. So it makes kind of what he was doing don't look like it was all that, but he was nice.
Yeah, that year he was 21 points, 11 assists, and was averaging 2 steals.
Yo, that's
nice. 2 steals.
He was making all defensive teams as a guard, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So Chris
Paul, he was sneaky athletic back then too.
On the low, yeah. He dunked on Dwight. He put Dwight in a poster.
I forgot about that.
Crazy.
I forgot about that.
And let's keep it a buck. Chris Paul really touches 6 foot. That's it.
Yeah, Chris Paul. He's like he barely 6 foot. He's right there.
Yeah. There. For him to be doing that, but that was normal at that time. The tallest point guards at that time were like 6'3", 6'4". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you got LaMelo Ball 6'7" running point guard, like crazy. But yo, that's a good pick, Ahmad. And P, you said what? James Harden right now on the Clippers? Is you frozen?
No. Low key. Low key. Give me Westbrook.
Westbrook on the Nuggets on his prime.
Yep.
That'd be tough.
MVP Westbrook.
Nuggets.
MVP Westbrook.
MVP Westbrook with Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
With Jokic, 2 triple-double monsters.
And Murray.
and Murray.
That'd be yeah. That'd be
That'd be
tough.
dangerous.
Do they win the
That's tough.
chip? Do they win the chip?
Nah, Westbrook isn't a winner.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Damn.
We can't do
But
that.
I mean, Jokic is.
We can't do that.
Facts.
But
Jokic is.
He
But
never had a big like that. Pause. You know what I mean? He never that might have looked different.
come on, Trav. He had
Might have
KD. I don't want to hear that, bro. Yeah, he
A
done had
big. A
KD.
big.
He had LeBron.
It might have looked different.
Bro, no.
He gonna have an
He
ISO
did
pretty
have
much
KD,
every
though.
possession because they're gonna have to
Westbrook
put
is
2 or
nice,
3
bro.
on Jokic.
But sometimes you can be nice, but that doesn't translate into championships, though. You know, like he's not Westbrook. Whatever team he goes to, he just doesn't win, bro. He's not a winner. And Josh, this is really your point, Josh. You should be agreeing with me right now. This is
No,
really
no. I agree.
your
Westbrook
playbook.
can't win for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he's my favorite point guard ever.
Yeah,
But
he just can't win.
yeah, but in his
Good
prime
point,
though, with the Nuggets, I think the way that this current team is constructed with the new pickups, we're gonna get into that. With them getting rid of MPJ and picking up Cam Johnson, which is really good, bro. I don't know why people act like that's not a good trade. When Cam Johnson is a 3-and-D player, but we're gonna get into that. But yeah, like I feel like they could get that done. Aaron Gordon, Jokic. Russ in his prime was a dog, bro. He was averaging triple-double on the Wizards. He was averaging triple-double on Houston.
Even
Averaging triple-double
defensively.
with OKC. I mean, bro. And you can look it up too. Every time I think Westbrook had a triple-double, his win percentage is like 70%. You know what I'm saying? When he had a triple-double in that game, they won.
I gotta look up
9 times out of
his
10.
shooting percentage when he won his MVP.
Here's the thing, though. This is what I keep trying to tell people. Westbrook's shots were at the rim, bro. They were at the rim, bro. Like he's not he's missing jump shots. Are we talking jump shots? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. No, bro. I'm leaving Westbrook open.
He was
every
shooting
day, all day.
He was shooting 34% in his MVP season.
On jump shots?
Yeah, 3-point percentage.
3-point. Yeah, we living with that.
He would have had Jokic cleaning up the boards.
True.
Aaron Gordon off the putback.
He would have had Jokic down there cleaning up. Jokic would have for sure averaging doubles, like rebounds for sure.
And I don't like, and I'm not gonna say Westbrook did kind of rub me the wrong way when he got to LA, bro. I don't know, Trav, you could attest to this, bro, but it's like they didn't. Who was the coach at that time? Was it Vogel? I think Vogel didn't know how to use it.
It was Vogel.
Bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it made Westbrook look really bad.
Like, yeah, extremely
really bad. Bro was missing point blank lays, bro. Like,
he didn't fit that team. That was a bad fit too. I don't even know if the coach would have mattered. That was just a bad fit for him. I know he wanted to come home and everything, and that was the whole thing behind that.
But this is why I would say Russell Westbrook isn't a versatile point guard. Like he's not a versatile player to me. Like
he's one-dimensional.
He's one-dimensional. Exactly. You can't really throw him in a system. There's certain players like Bron can pretty much work in any system. I think KD can work in any system. Yeah, Russell Westbrook can't really work in any system.
I think he could. I think he could work in the Nuggets. I mean, we're seeing a shell of Westbrook having his moments in the Nuggets system. Yeah. And if turn the clock back, MVP Westbrook, where he is pretty much a threat no matter what. I mean,
see, Pina, but this is where I disagree with you, Pina, because he's a threat. He's an MVP in that system. I don't think if you take Russell Westbrook out of the OKC team and put him on the Nuggets, I don't think he's an MVP. Let me be real with you. Just because I think he had the freedom because KD was gone. It was kind of It wasn't like he could really do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. So he could stat pad, he could do whatever. So that's why I think he got the triple-double season and he looked so dominant because he could do whatever.
My thing is with Russ though is, bro, that's a good point. That's a good point. Is that Russ is same thing like Harden, but Harden learned to adjust though.
Yeah,
Harden learned to adjust. Now Harden and Russ give me similar vibes as far as they are the system. Russ was the system in OKC when Kevin Durant, especially when KD left. You know what I'm saying? If Russ needs the ball in his hands for him to be effective, Imagine Russ move. We tried, Joe. LA, perfect example. We saw Russ moving off ball. Russ can't play off the ball, bro. He can't. When there's too many ball handlers on the court, bro, Russ is not effective at all. Is that true, Trav? We've seen that when he
Yeah,
was playing with
yeah.
Brian. You know what I'm saying?
He's got to have the ball in his hand, and if,
24/7.
yep, yep.
So that system, like you said, works for Russ at that time. But
Trav made a great point. We can't sit here wondering about these ifs. I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. What about you though, Trav? Talk to me, bro. You got some time.
I
To
got.
think
I
about
mean, I
it.
guess I got a few just from the last generation. I think starting with the home team, I think a prime Braun with Luca would look crazy. You know what I mean? I think that
Crazy.
team would go nuts.
That's good.
I think that would be. I feel like that's too easy though, so I won't hang on that one too much. But I think that would be crazy. Uh, I wouldn't mind seeing even how the team is constructed right now. Like prime, I guess Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler. If we got the real Jimmy Butler on that Golden State team, I think that would look a little different. Like if we got that real scorer Jimmy Butler, I think Golden State. If they would have had that Jimmy Butler that we used to, that team
Mm.
Yeah.
probably would have went to the finals. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think that Warriors team would have looked really tough.
He took the Miami Heat with less, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think Jimmy, prime Jimmy, like the one that we know of on that Golden State team would have been nasty.
Facts.
Uh, and then I mean current team. I mean, I guess I'm naming all the guys like Durant. Prime Durant
On Houston,
on Houston
crazy.
would look kind of crazy too. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm
I, I
thinking
I'm gonna go out
that.
on a limb. I'm gonna say, what about Klay Thompson on the Mavs? Prime Klay?
Oh yeah.
Yo.
See, I thought about Clay. My thing with
Prime Kyrie.
that's a good one too. My thing with Clay is I don't know if Clay is anything without Steph. I hate to say that, yo. I just
Oh,
don't know if I don't know if Clay is that dude without Steph Curry, bro.
I think
I I
prime.
think
I think
I
prime
think
players.
I think Steph is good enough where he made Clay.
So the way I'm thinking about the question, that kind of goes back to the Westbrook one. Their best season of their career. They're given the same efficiency, the same production. You're plopping them right on that team.
yeah, you could say that. Yeah, they're
I
prime.
mean,
Yeah,
so I
whenever they were
mean,
best.
then I mean, if you just Clay still playing how he's playing, that Mavs team would look crazy too. You know what I mean? I think Paul George. When he was
Oh my
when
God.
he was
Pacers.
really when he was really PG-13. I mean, I think that
Very
would.
cool. Very
Nah,
cool.
not even the Pacers. When he was top 3 in MVP voting in OKC, that year
OKC
was
that 18-19 year, I think. Uh,
Dame fucked them up, bro. We gotta blame Dame for this. That whole shit right there, bro. That fucked him up, man. He was never the same after that.
That
yeah,
sent
that
him on
was
a
tough,
downward
bro.
spiral. That's his canon event.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
facts.
His next yeah. His nexus level event right there, bro. That was tough.
That was crazy.
I don't care what you
Prime
say.
PG with a
That's
B?
just a
Oh
bad
my
shot.
God.
That would be
Prime
Prime
crazy.
PG with a B is crazy.
that would look yeah. I mean, it's just those group of guys right there. Like the last generation of dudes who still playing. It's gotta be some of those
If
guys.
you
But
if you ask this question low key, this could be a stretch, but prime Derrick Rose on the Grizzlies, even though like he was done like last season, he could be the
Yeah.
perfect replacement for Ja.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
so y'all taking y'all taking Derrick Rose over Ja?
for sure.
MVP Derrick Rose. I'm
MVP,
taking
Yeah,
him.
bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, me too. Making sure. Making sure.
yeah. Josh still got to prove something to me. You know what I mean? Like we've seen some flashes. You know what I mean? Like I mean that's cool and all, but I still need to see some more from Ja before I start. You know what I mean? That
I feel you.
disrespect.
I feel you. I agree.
I
I
All
do
agree.
right.
I do I do think Rose is a little. It might just be the injury. I think he's a little overrated. I think everyone just thinks that the MVP year is how he was. That's just him. But he's not. I mean,
yeah.
We'll
You're right.
blame
You're
it on.
right. I agree. I said this.
We'll
We
blame it
got
on
receipts.
injuries though. We'll blame it on injuries. I won't dog him. I won't dog him out.
No, I dogged him out. Fuck that. I don't understand. There's clips, bro. We could go back, bro. I literally said this, bro. People were upset at me at TikTok when I said this.
There's people talking about
you're crazy. Both of you are crazy, bro. Like, what are you talking?
Yo, he's not a top 10 point guard
at all. He's not a top 20 point guard. I'm sorry.
If you're not,
I can name 20 guards better than Derrick
Rose.
Bro.
Again, we playing with the ifs. We playing with the ifs.
If you're not top 10, top 15 point guard ever, or top 10, top 15 in your position, we're not. Come on.
We're playing with the ifs.
What are we doing?
People like Trav said again, bro. I already said this, bro. Trav, me and you right now, we here, we here, bro, because they just be like, oh, his MVP season. First of all, Bron was not even trying to glaze Bron. Bron was the better player that year, but they gave it to Rose. And I understand it. And Rose was a dog that year, you feel me? But that's all y'all talk about is just that season, bro. Like, no, bro, he's not.
Josh, you think Ahmad, you think he's a top 10 point guard ever? Top 15?
Be careful what you say, bro.
No, I think top 15.
No. You think he's top 15?
That year, it's hard.
See?
No, it's hard because it's a low sample size. You know what I'm saying? So like, it is really hard. But bro, I'm just looking at 2010 to 2013, bro. Great dog work. Bro's averaging 25 that season, like 9 assists. Like back in 2010, straight dog work, bro.
Would you rather have prime Rose or prime Chris Paul?
Prime Paul. Every day.
Oh no, that ain't win shit.
Every day.
Now I want to hear. What do you think, P?
I want Rose. I want prime Rose.
It depends on the team. I feel like if the team, I feel like Rose could play better in a team where again he could be ball dominant and he could be the leading scorer, and then have guys around him that could just finish shots when he like kicks out or like draws defenders and stuff like that. I think Chris Paul would work better on a team where he's got like some complementary pieces where he can really kind of just make them shine and stuff like that. And I mean,
yeah.
So I think it just depends. Honestly, they're both great. I'd probably at the end of the day probably take Chris Paul just because I feel like his peak was more.
It's a larger sample size. That's it.
Yeah. Again, like I said, we play with the ifs here. If Derrick Rose, after his MVP season, even his numbers dropped slightly, he still would probably be a pretty damn point guard at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely the injuries. I mean, like it's definitely the injuries that that really declined him. But I mean, that's what it is. I mean.
But at the same time, though, I hate the Derrick Rose talk, bro. Even him getting into the Hall of Fame, we need and then it irritates me, bro.
Josh. I know you a little older, so I mean, for a lot of us young bucks, bro, he was our first point guard coming up. I know,
I get that, bro. But him going into the Hall of Fame is evil work, bro.
Bro, there's people,
there's
people who are not as good as him in the Hall of Fame right now, Josh. I promise.
There is.
That's the only reason I won't.
Right, and there needs to be an NBA Hall of Fame, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the Neesmith Hall of Fame, right? So it counts for like what they did in high school and college and shit.
Yep.
There needs to be an NBA Hall of Fame, bro. Because what the fuck has he done in the NBA other than win the MVP, bro? Like,
bro, the young.
I don't want to get all riled up.
Yeah, again, he's inspirational. I mean, like, it's an underdog story. It's a heartwarming story, bro. Because I mean,
I'd almost make an argument too that if you win an MVP, that's almost you stamp to go to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's tough to do.
You know what they could do, Josh, to appease people like you? They could do stuff with like MLB. In the MLB, you have to meet certain thresholds before you can be entered into the Hall of Fame.
I love that. Let's do it, NBA. I love that. I think there needs to be. Not everybody could just get into the Hall of Fame, bro. Like, why are niggas like? Who's a great example, bro?
Think of there's some random white guy from the fucking
there's a bunch,
50s.
See, that's why it gets dicey because if you go back to like the 50s and 60s, I mean, I mean, come on, like the Bob Cousy's of the world. It's like, all
Wait,
right,
well, Bob Cousy was a legend back in his day.
bro,
You could pull a worse name than Bob Cousy.
I don't. I'm just saying, if you, it's, that's why. Because I feel like I'd be contradicting myself. I don't like doing a generational thing. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a totally different generation. But
Well,
it's like
no,
if
Derrick
you
Rose
pick
would've
Bob,
put
if you
whooped
pick Bob
ass.
Cousy up and put him in today's league, he couldn't stick campaign, bro. Like campaign would give him work, bro. Like it's so different.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
Cameron
Like
Payne catches strays.
yes, bro. He catch all the strays, bro. I'm just like, bro, like. Bob Cousy would have a heart attack trying to stick Kyrie. You know what I mean? Like these
Facts.
guys wouldn't make the league. But yeah.
Josh, I just want to say something, bro.
What's up?
The youngest MVP.
That's cool.
3 All-Star
I'm not taking that
selections.
away from
3
him.
All-Star selections.
Right.
And Rookie of the Year.
Cool.
Right?
That's great.
That's
and
Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah,
and
that's
also All NBA
that
first team
for
2011.
this current standard. The Naismith Hall of Fame, yeah, that's cool, bro.
Josh,
that's
what is what all right,
That's
NBA,
the only
bro.
that's the
all
only
right,
standard
Josh.
though, Josh.
I got a great question for you. What is your floor to enter your Hall of Fame? What is your floor player? Like they gotta be. This is like the bare minimum player to enter the Hall of Fame.
Like Steve Nash. Steve Nash, Hall of Famer. Just off the top of my head, Steve Nash is better than Rose. Steve Nash is better than Rose, bro.
He got
He's
multiple
better than Rose,
I'm
bro.
not going to argue. It's just, bro, it's sample size. That's all.
I don't care what people say, bro.
Fuck
Steve
them
Nash
MVPs
got
too.
2 MVPs, right? Which
Fuck them MVPs.
could have gone to Kobe.
He took one from Kobe, and I think he took one from Shaq.
Yeah.
He stole 2 MVPs. Yeah, he stole
Fuck them
2
MVPs, bro.
But
Fuck them shit, yeah. I'm gonna try. Fuck them MVPs.
hold on. Let me rewind. I'm taking this is my opinion. I'm taking Steve Nash over Derrick Rose. I'm taking prime Steve Nash over prime Rose. Every day, all day.
I think you definitely make an argument for that.
Yo, matter of fact, Ahmad, that Phoenix Suns team, and Trav, you can attest to this, Pete. Look, that Phoenix Suns team with Sean Marion and Amari Stoudemire was literally the blueprint for today's league, bro. There was 7 seconds or less, bro. You know what I'm saying? Going up the court, the pace and space, bro. I watched this video with Shane Battier saying he hated playing the Phoenix Suns in 08. Was that 08? I think, bro. He said he hated playing that team because they would just go what Indy does, bro. That was the blueprint.
Hey, Josh.
The Phoenix Suns was the blueprint.
I don't
want
to hear that, Josh. I'm not lying. I want what accolades? We talking about accolades here, bro. You're talking about the eye test and all that, and I hear you. But what accolades? Like he's an MVP. So is Derrick Rose. He's an All-Star.
Steve Nash got 2. Multiple time All-Stars selection, right?
But how many
did he
years
ever make it to the Eastern Conference Finals?
He played mad years though.
Did he make it to? He might have.
I don't think he's made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro.
Who?
Rose. Derrick Rose Bulls.
Yeah,
they always played Bron in like the second round and got knocked.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he did not. He lost in 2011 to the Miami Heat.
At least Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? Steve Nash got to the Western Conference Finals and lost to Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but you can't count that, bro. I feel like that's just like that's a lot of things go into that right there.
Yeah, Derrick Rose made it to an Eastern Conference Finals.
What year?
2011.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what they need. Yeah,
that's cool.
See, Josh, I feel like your points right now they're invalid because you're saying okay, Steve Nash got 2 fake ass MVPs or whatever, but he played longer though. You know what I'm saying? He played longer, and Derrick Rose short time playing. Like I'm talking about healthy Derrick Rose. He got the accolades, like he got the MVP. He got the All-Star selections, like
3 All-Star selections. Am I whoop-de-doo?
I think if Derrick Rose
5 years.
I think if Derrick Rose didn't get injured, his career played out, it's not crazy to say that it wouldn't look like Steve Nash's career accolades.
Right, but I also believe that staying healthy is also, yes, it comes down to the roll of the dice sometimes, but staying healthy is a skill, bro. I feel like being healthy and being available is a skill. Somebody like I'm not comparing him to Steve Nash and Derrick Rose, but Mikal Bridges has never missed an NBA game. He's never missed a game, bro.
You might have just jinxed him.
Game, bro.
I'm saying with what Derrick Rose has right now, currently for accolades, he goes into the Hall of Fame. He goes into the NBA Hall of Fame with what he has right now.
With what he has right now, no, he doesn't go into. If there was an NBA Hall of Fame, no, that's not enough, bro.
Yeah. You know, all right,
not enough.
Steve Nash
who do you think? Who do you want to let people into the NBA Hall of Fame? Like, do you want like a board of former NBA players, like a board of officials, like because I think if it was a board of former NBA players, they probably voting Derrick Rose in.
Yes. Real hoopers know,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm just super strict, bro. Maybe that's what it is, bro. If I don't let me set the NBA Hall of Fame shit up, because that nigga's not gonna see it, bro. You feel me?
What are your requirements?
Just a Hall of Famer off of one season, bro. Not even 3. One season.
What are your requirements, Josh?
What are your requirements? What would your requirements?
Your bare minimum.
Needs to have. Okay, he's got the MVP. Cool. Not everybody needs an MVP to go into the Hall of Fame, though. There's some great players that don't have MVPs that are Hall of Fame worthy and that are better than Derrick Rose. Since we on the subject of D Rose, there are players that got an MVP that are better than Rose. There's players that got an MVP that are better than Rose. You know what I'm saying? My thing with Rose is with these Rose fans is that y'all just base it off of that MVP season, bro, and I don't get it, bro. Like. Outside of that,
bro, he was rookie of the year.
What else?
His rookie season, but that's not his MVP. His rookies, he came into the league going crazy, bro.
That's cool, bro. That's great. A lot of rookies come in going crazy. Bron, Melo.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Bron, Melo.
I just looked this up. Every NBA MVP has entered the Hall of Fame, besides obviously the active ones.
You gotta put him in. You gotta put him in there. MVP. I think an MVP gets you in there. That's not nothing to turn your head at. Getting an MVP that's tough.
Bron didn't do that. He wasn't the youngest one.
He stole that from Bron, bro. Bron finished second, bro. We can look it up, bro. Like Bron was the best player that year, bro. But it don't always go to the best player because of voters' fatigue. We just seen that with I know I've been Shea Jokic. You know what I'm saying? He was the best player, but they gave it to Shea. You know what I'm saying? But Shea was great. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. Derrick Rose didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
Bro. Rose didn't deserve it, bro.
How did he not deserve that? Like
Shea deserved it. Shea deserved it. Number one in his conference. Best record in the whole fucking league. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he brought his team.
Number one, he had the scoring title. Come on,
bro. Derrick Rose brought his team on his back to the Eastern Conference Finals, and only lost to like the super team that was Miami Heat with LeBron James. That's crazy, bro. He had nobody. I'm not gonna say they was all trash, but there were some garbage cans on his team he was playing with. His best player
was
Joakim Noah.
No, Noah was the all defensive player, bro. All defensive team.
Yeah, that's what Ahmad's saying. His second best player was Joakim Noah, and then
that's Cat. Luol Deng, all defensive team as well, I believe. Luol Deng was a bucket.
It ain't Bosh and Wade.
Chill out. And wasn't Rip Hamilton on that team?
No.
Rip was on that team. Was he not?
Ooh. Let me see.
They had dogs on 20 on that team, bro. No, I think Rip was on a. I think Rip was on this team. He was on the Bulls with Rose, but I don't think it was.
We had Taj.
Shout out Ronnie Brewer.
Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson at the power forward wasn't a. He was good.
Josh,
he was good.
Come on, Josh. You know I'm saying.
Carlos Boozer, come on, bro.
He said it's not Bosh. Wait.
Yeah, it's
Bosh and
not.
Wade.
Kyle Korver, come on, bro. Come on, bro. But I'm just saying, just not Bosh and Wade. But my point is, bro.
He backpacked them niggas, bro. Like, come on, man. He backpacked them, Josh.
I'm not going for that, bro. I'm not going for that,
Bro, we gotta keep. Let's get it pushing.
Yeah, let's get it moving, bro. Let's get it moving before y'all stress me out, bro. I was gonna do the draft recap. It's up to y'all if y'all want to do that, or do y'all just want to go straight into?
I mean, we can touch.
off-season?
I mean, we can touch on like the big
Yeah.
points. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know a lot of those players from college. To be real with you, like,
Yeah, man.
I'm
I
not
tried
really
to
A lot
get,
of them are
I tried to
foreign,
get X
too.
to come on, but he ain't ever messaged me back.
Yeah, a lot of them I don't know about really. I only know about the Ace Kid, the Cooper Flags, the Harper, Dylan Harper,
The Chinese fella.
yeah, Chinese
Chinese
What-
Jokic.
waiting. What's his name? Walker Clayton.
Yang something.
Oh yeah, Walter
No.
Clayton. I know him.
Close enough. Welcome back to the league, y'all, man. My bad.
They're on Kansas, right? Kansas is good, bro.
My bad, bro. Nah, well, since we have 40 minutes right now, I'll just say we just go straight into off season. If there's anything right now, if y'all could pull up your I got it put up right here. If y'all could pull up the off season transactions wherever y'all at on your laptop or whatever.
Yeah, I got it
And
right
we
here.
can just go over and anything that catches your eye, basically. If that we want to talk about.
I feel like you can skip over the teams that ain't doing shit. Like the Lakers, you can probably Lakers. You can probably skip over them. The Warriors, you can damn sure skip over them because they ain't do shit.
What about how about this? How about we start with Houston? Houston, right? They picked up Kevin Durant.
The biggest move so far.
They also re-signed
Clint Capella, Steven Adams.
Yeah, they re-signed Steven Adams, they signed Clint Capella.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah,
DFS.
they picked up Finney-Smith, which is a great pickup, 3-and-D player for that already stacked Houston. Houston's got a defensive team.
They got some dogs.
They
over there.
Yeah, they deep right now.
They extended Van Vliet.
And
They re-signed.
Clint's back home. Clint's back home.
Mm-hmm.
Clint's back home.
Yeah,
and he's
Honestly-
only like 32, I think. So
Honestly-
he's still not like what I'm saying.
They got a sneaky. They didn't really have to give up much for Durant. They didn't really move much or lose much.
And they replaced They replaced with Dylan Brooks with Dorian Finney. I think they're about the same player.
And honestly, Dorian Finney might be a little better because he doesn't get in trouble.
He shoots the tray ball better.
So what that starting lineup look like? Van Fleet,
Thompson.
Sengun.
Yup. Sengun, Finney-Smith, and Durant. That'd probably be the starting five.
Yeah. Fred, Amin Thompson, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Durant.
Honestly, they dependent because Amin Thompson could make a jump next season, and honestly, they could probably shift that like forward core besides like Durant and like shift their minutes pretty equally because they still have Jabari Smith too.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
right.
no.
Yep.
I'm wrong. Yo, that's good shit, P. That's wrong. Finney-Smith at the 4, Durant at the 3, and then Amin Thompson at the 2. Well, really, if we're being honest, they could go any way with it.
Yeah, they can flip
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Really, besides like PG, they could probably run like a 10-man rotation.
Yeah, I mean, even for the bigs though, they got Clint, they got Sengun,
Steven Adams off the
Steven
bench.
Adams.
Off the bench. That's tough.
Crazy.
The Warriors need to look out. They ain't losing next year, bro.
They could if they need to throw a defensive lineup at you, they could run Van Vliet, Amin, Tari Eason, Durant, Sengun, or if they want to rest like Sengun and just like play straight defense, they could throw in Capella.
Yeah, it's a great team. To be honest with you, that's why I'm saying like this small ball shit is over with, bro. Like it was good while it lasted. It's time to draft some fucking.
You need a big.
Need some
You
athletic.
need a big in today's league, bro.
Catch
Now.
big, athletic bigs. Yeah,
I mean, look at the Thunder. They just won the chip. They had two bigs.
Yeah,
Two solid bigs.
Now,
They had a big that could shoot. They had a stretch big, and they had a, Hartenstein, which is more. I don't even want to say he's a traditional big. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't shoot the three, but he'll grab boards, block
Post
shots.
hook.
He's got that little push shot, that floater.
Yeah.
He loves that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it's getting real scary. I don't know what team's gonna really be able to, like, at least on paper, at least it looks like a crazy stacked team. I don't know what team is gonna be able to really compete up against that.
The main thing holding them back this year was inexperience.
Yeah, and you got KD bringing that experience, even though he's not a leader.
Yo, they got Cam Whitmore, Uncle Jeff could still give you a couple. Come on, bro.
And honestly, they could still trade some pieces if they wanted to try to bring in some better guys. But honestly, I don't think they really got to.
They don't need. I don't think they need. They could, but they don't need to. Reed Shepard, he didn't get. Their rookie.
Yeah,
rookie from last year.
I think
his minutes might go up.
I would start training camp immediately just so they can get that chemistry going on. Like, I mean, I know it's off season still, but like, I'm not trying to add no more pieces. I just want them to start gelling.
Have them go out to like a team dinner.
Exactly. Start building that chemistry, because the only thing I think can really mess the team up is if the chemistry is not there. Like we saw in the Suns.
Yeah.
I think this situation's better in the Suns because you don't got Bradley Beal's horrible contract weighing you down.
Where do y'all think Houston falls in the West? Top 3, top 5?
I was just looking at this. Udonis Haslem had the Rockets as his number 2 like best team in the NBA.
In the league?
Mm-hmm.
They were just a 2 seed with that young team. I don't see them slipping any 2-3 for sure. Like, I don't think it's going to be any different than that. Definitely a top 3 team in the West.
I don't want to harp on this.
They didn't get worse. They didn't get worse.
Yeah. No, they didn't. They didn't get worse at all. I don't want to harp on this too long, but
what if KD gets injured though? If KD gets injured, does that change it?
I think honestly, they have pieces to where they can fill it in, depending on the severity of the injury. They can probably just hold out. I think if KD gets injured, they go to a very defensive heavy like starting lineup.
Yeah,
but it's still going to be in a situation where they're not going to have that guaranteed score.
Yeah, I don't think I think that knocks them out of being like a real contender. I think they'll still be a top 5 West team without KD, but I think you can get going to the championship. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to need KD for that run in the playoffs.
Yep, for sure.
So not wishing injuries on people, but if he were to get injured, it has to be during the regular season, not during the playoffs.
Yeah, I just asked because I know his age, and he's had a few times last season where he was out because of a rolled ankle, some sore calf.
I think they could live with the sore ankles and like the rolled calves or the rolled ankles and the sore calves for the world.
Now, like I said, not to harp on this too long, but if KD doesn't win with this team, what are we gonna say when KD retires, bro? If he come on, at least I'm not gonna lie. At least when I need KD, for me, I need him to win one without the Warriors, bro. Just me. I just need him to win one. And I'll forget him signing to the Warriors, all that stuff he did. But for me, I need him to just, bro, at least, come on, bro. Just win without them, bro.
I mean, here's what people are going to say. They're going to say KD went to Golden State when they were the number 1 team. Now he's going to the Houston Rockets when they're the number 2 team. That's what they're going to say.
Nah, we ain't doing that. I ain't doing
that. I think this is a good situation for him.
I can't do that.
Number 2 team.
It was different. You don't understand the severity of the league.
They literally were coming off the chip,
that, bro. But I don't want to harp on it though. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Atlanta? They got Porzingis. Who else did they pick up?
Luke Kennard, and another guy.
Oh, they picked up Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Yeah,
that's
from the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
What about that Hawks team? Are they finally out the play-in?
No.
There's still a play-in team with Porzingis?
Yeah, bro.
If Porzingis isn't healthy, bro, they got to.
He never plays.
Porzingis got to figure out what's wrong with himself or something. Like
I think they're still. Yeah, I think they're still a 7, 8, 9 seed. They still in that bunch right there. And who knows though? Because the East is wide open, bro. Like
It is.
they feel like the Pacers. They're blowing their team up.
The Celtics blew their team up.
Yeah, Celtics are cooked. Pacers are cooked. I mean,
This is the year for the Knicks, right?
The Knicks or like the young boys. Like I said, the Pistons, the Magic. If they can stay healthy, I like those teams right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be a good year for the Hawks to get going. But like I said, it depends on the health of Porzingis. I mean,
if the Cavs can stay healthy,
yeah. Like I mean, I think the Cavs are going to be the favorite in the East. You know, just if everyone's healthy, them and the Knicks. I mean, maybe the Hawks can make some noise, but I'm not convinced. I gotta see that.
Again, at the end of the day, the big question mark is Porzingis' health. Like, how much is he gonna play? Because I mean, their backup big's Onyeka, which Onyeka's not bad.
He's not
it's
bad.
Just you signed Porzingis or traded for him. You want him to play.
Yeah, you want him to play, especially on that contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want him to play. But when KP is healthy, though, I mean, dude is a unicorn. He was the original. He was the unicorn outside of Kevin Durant. Well, Kevin Durant really was it. You know what I'm saying? But KP was really like that first 7-1 guy.
7-3.
You know what I'm saying? We was like, yo,
tray balls.
Yeah,
shooting the tray ball, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's the prototypical big that today. You know,
bro. It's like I'm just not sold on KP though. I'm not sold on the Atlanta Hawks as an organization too. You feel me? Like it just some organizations just can't get right. You know what I'm saying? They just can't get right. So,
but they're trying to put those pieces around Trae Young now. You know what I'm saying? They at least Trae Young can't this year for sure. He can't say, you know what I'm saying?
I
didn't help me.
They need a whole rebuild, bro. They need to fire like the GM. The whole rebuild, they need to tear it all the way down and build it again from the ground up. Change the whole entire culture. Then the culture is fucked up in there. It's like a losing culture in there. It's like a bad juju in there, and it needs to get saged out. Like the Hawks need to do that. The Charlotte Hornets need to do it. There's a few teams we just gotta start all the way the fuck over.
Brooklyn,
another one. Like Brooklyn is where, and we're gonna talk about it, but Brooklyn is where you send players to die. Like Michael Porter Jr.
Purgatory.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, bro.
They sent him to the junkyard.
Hey, at least he don't gotta pass the ball out there.
Wait, well, him and Cam Thomas.
Hold on.
He gonna get their shit off.
The Nets did have a pretty big draft. They drafted like
5 players.
So
they had like 3 or 4 in the first round.
Okay, hold on, real quick. Y'all listen to this, bro. Atlanta Hawks starting 5: Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, who was, I think it was first team all defense.
Yeah, he was tough.
Right.
Yep.
And then they got Richard Sarr. He's gonna be in his second year, and he looked pretty good this first year. He wasn't a bad rookie at all.
Yeah, he was good.
They got Jalen Johnson, who was a dog before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then KP. Then off the bench they got Alexander Walker, Luke Kennard,
Asa Newell.
Konga, Akongu, and bro, that's not a bad. I say they top 5 in the East.
Trae Young is their only guy below 6'5" on their starting lineup.
Yeah, Trae Young is like 6'1" on a good day.
No more small ball, man. That's crazy.
So if they top 5, they're the 5th team, right? Because I got 4 just off my head that are going to be better than them.
Who?
Knicks, Cavs, Orlando, and Detroit.
Yeah, then they're 5. Yeah.
No Boston.
Boston ain't doing nothing, bro.
Boston's done next year, bro. Boston's done. They're cooked.
Damn.
Yeah, they're
no
cooked,
Tatum.
JB.
And I'm so glad, bro. I'm so glad. People about to find out that I hated when people said JB. Matter of fact, you was saying JB was better than Tatum. And you about to see some shit.
Who knows? JB might pop off. JB might pop off, and he might prove you wrong.
Listen. I said
JB's not that guy. He will never. He's not a number 1 option at all.
I said JB is the Batman and Jason Tatum is Robin. But guess what?
Which
What is
insinuates that
Batman
he's
without
better than
Robin?
Tatum.
What is Batman without Robin? So it really don't
That's
matter.
nasty, bro.
You know?
Yo, Trav, you feel me?
Yo, you said JB's bat. Yo, that's nasty, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
you was in the you was on the was Trav not a part of the pod yet? When Ahmad was going crazy like that?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying I did say that, but if you don't got Robin, then it's like, what is Batman without Robin?
The best Batman movies don't even have Robin in it, bro. Like,
you feel me?
What are we talking about, bro? Get Robin out of here, bro.
That was crazy, Ahmad.
I'll put it this way.
Nasty.
What about
JT
that game
was by himself without JB?
JB was nowhere to be found. Foul trouble. Come on,
if
bro.
JT was without JB, he wouldn't be doing shit either. Let's be real.
No. JT is that guy.
I guess we'll never know.
We will because Jaylen Brown was drafted before JT, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So what? 2016.
Yeah, I think Tatum got drafted in 18. And bro, come on, bro, just stop the Tatum disrespect, bro.
Guess we'll never know.
Cut it out. All right, let's see what other teams.
The Bucks. What's going on with Giannis? And what's going? I know we said this off the pod before we started. Waving Dame is crazy. I understand you want to free up the cap space, bro, but that is a wicked move. And when you when your star player is like already like the streets are saying he's on his way out, and then you waive a guy that he's gelled with pretty well, even though they might not gel perfectly on the court. Giannis seems to be a teammate guy. He likes his teammates. He likes it. He likes the people around him. And you waive him. I'm assuming based off of his reaction, they didn't tell him. And
that's a nasty business side of sports, bro. Is no loyalty up top.
And if we look in retrospect, right, they traded for Dame and got rid of Drew. And in hindsight, bro, like that was probably the worst thing they could have done, because right after that, Drew went ahead and won him another ring. And Drew was one of the reasons why they beat the Suns. You feel me? And for them to get rid of Drew's defense for Dame's shooting, I guess. And Drew wasn't that bad of a three-point shooter, but Ahmad always preaches defense wins championships. So I don't know, bro. I think it looks bad on the Bucks organization.
They need to speaking of Drew, they need to try to work that out to get him back.
Yeah. Well,
to get him back, I think that'd be good for him.
He ain't coming back there, bro.
He doesn't want to play in Portland.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He don't want to play in Portland.
I don't think he has a choice.
Sit out. The power's in the player's hand, bro. He can force his way up out of there.
It's funny because I think the Bucks are rebuilding right now. They're getting rid of like a lot of pieces, and
Brooke Lopez and Clippers.
They're getting rid of everybody whose name isn't Taurean Prince. I don't know.
And Bobby Portis.
And Bobby Portis. I don't know what Doc's thing is with this dude Taurean Prince.
No, not Doc.
Darvin Ham. Oh, Darvin Ham, exactly. Darvin Ham, like no. Anybody but Prince. Anybody but Prince.
They got his name removed from the board, bro. He off to the side, untouchables.
Bro, yo, Trav. Bro, we was playing Taurean Prince over Austin Reeves when Darvin Ham was the coach, bro.
Bro, I know. I know, bro. It's madness, bro. Trust me, it's madness, bro.
Reeves was coming off the bench, bro.
Nasty.
Reeves was coming off the bench.
Holding my man back, bro. Like wasting years.
Oh my
wasting years of Braun out there doing that dumb shit.
And not to discredit Taurean Prince, bro, but he a sniper. But he should not be playing. He should not be getting paid. He should not be playing as much as he is.
Nah.
They actually, so that he agreed to a 2-year deal. How much he getting paid?
Honestly, it's not that much for like Taurean Prince, but I think it's like 7.7 million.
Oh yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But he's gonna be starting.
Yeah, definitely.
No
as long as Ham is there.
So
no way.
Let's say Giannis stays. Are they Where you think where you see them at? You think
I think any team with Giannis, you can.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think
kind of counting them being the playoff.
Playing. No, because it's going to be too much of a workload on Giannis.
6-7 seed.
That's what I'd say. I'd say like 7th, 8th seed.
That's playing. 7/8 is playing. 6 is, you know what I'm saying?
Giannis is tired. No, Giannis is tired of the fucking playing, bro. You don't want to play in no more.
Bro, right. And it's going to be too much. Yo, P, did you say something like that? Like the workload on Giannis is going to be it's going to be crazy. That's too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who's his best? Miles Turner?
Forgot to say him.
No, Kuzma. Kuzma is the second best player.
That's nasty, bro.
Kuzma's on the team. I forgot about Kuzma.
They gave Chris Middleton
the second best player. It's the Lakers all over again.
They've re-signed Gary Trent.
That's actually good. Gary Trent. I wish we had a player like him. Gary Trent is a dog.
They need a point guard, so.
Lonzo was on the market, and he went to the Cavs.
He's with the
I
Cavs.
like that. Great pickup.
That's
Yeah, I like that.
As long as he stays healthy, that's a tough pickup.
He's not gonna have to play a lot
either. So I'm expecting him to be 100% healthy going into this season. He's gonna have to start. He's gonna have to start. Darius Garland
is hurt. Yeah.
He's gonna have to start. He's their starting point guard right now.
Bro, because he can move the ball around. He has pieces to pass the ball to. He can play
defense.
Great pickup.
Great
on-ball defense. Got rid of Ty Jerome because they got Lonzo now, and they got Sam Morrell, or his name Morrell.
Sam Morrell.
Yep.
Good moves. Cavs are making I like the Cavs. The moves they made so far. It makes sense. They were already a good team last year.
You ain't much to change. Just got to stay healthy.
Exactly.
That's what it is. Yep.
Take the money you would be paying players to pay for doctors and massage chairs and stuff.
For real.
I don't know.
What about the Timberwolves re-signing Randall and Naz Reid? Naz Reid got a bag, 5-year, $125 million.
I think they got to get rid of Gobert.
For who though?
I don't know, but Gobert's 33, and he ain't getting any better.
I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean,
it's that defensive side of them that why they hold on to him.
Yeah, but again, that's probably going to start falling off. I mean, he is 33.
I think they need a stretch, like a stretch big, like a 3-and-D kind of big, like
Cat.
Like Cat. Oh yeah, yeah. No, for real, that's what they need. That's what they need. Well, Cat don't play defense though in New York, but he played defense in Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Barely.
I see. I think some of that is just because Rudy was out there with them. You know what I mean? Like they kind of covered some of that up. You know, but
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I don't like Rudy, but his defense is why he's still.
I
think he's too much of a liability. I mean, like it was different when like Ben Wallace was around. And Ben Wallace would literally only play defense, but I mean, like the best. But Rudy Gobert, like you could at least give Ben Wallace the ball in the paint, and he wouldn't drop it and dunk it.
Yeah, my biggest issue with Rudy is now that he can't shoot threes or whatever, he has got to get a bag. He got locked.
If he could just catch the ball and hold on to it, he'd be dropping the ball too much. Dropping it too much. He got locked in
with Hakeem. And get his footwork right. His footwork is terrible. I don't know if you've ever seen his footwork.
That, bro.
It is too late. Yeah,
you're right.
That should have happened 10 years ago.
You're right. They also re-signed the Timberwolves. Also re-signed Joe Ingles for 1 year.
Shout out Joe Ingles. How's he still in the league? Don't know, but shout out Joe Ingles.
Yo, locker room presence, bro.
Real ones remember Jazz Joe Ingles.
Yeah, Jazz was a problem.
He was spraying.
Yeah, he was playing us to go.
He was spraying.
They keep it on.
Okay, P. I see you digging deep into your ball knowledge.
Yeah. we started to reach the era where I was watching players that are like 35, 38 years old. I was watching them when they was in their prime.
Yeah, man. I remember that Jazz team.
He was over there with Rudy.
Yeah, he was with Rudy and Donovan Mitchell, bro.
We left Joe Ingles off the list of prime players we want to see on the team. You know what I mean? We left him off the list. We forgot all about old buddy. You know what I mean?
Give me prime JJ Redick, but coach.
Yo, JJ would had the cannon, bro. JJ had a cannon, bro. We're not gonna do JJ's like top 10 shooter
Hey, hold on though.
of all time,
Hold on
bro.
though. Prime Joe Ingles though on this current Timberwolves team
You be a problem.
might be a little problem though.
Yeah, it might be a little problem, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Like that's a guaranteed
The
bucket.
kick out, yeah. The kick
That's
out,
a
yeah.
guarantee.
He was spraying.
He's knocking that
spraying.
3 down, bro. He's gonna knock that shit down.
He was spraying, bro. What else? Let me see. Jordan Clarkson to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Good pickup. Great pickup.
I like that a lot.
On the vet minimum.
That's perfect.
I know.
Does he start or does he come off the bench?
Comes off the bench.
See, that's perfect for him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they need right there. I think that's one of the better pickups of everything that's been happening. When I seen that, I was like, I like that.
He's a former sixth man of the year.
I mean, he was averaging 20 3 years ago.
And he's been balling up there at Utah.
I was gonna say Joe Ingles' prime was 12, 5, and 4.
Hey, the Timberwolves could use that. They could use that. Yeah. Ingles catch and shoot monster, bro.
Isn't he like Australian?
Yeah, he is. He's from Australia. Let me see what else we got.
What about the
Nuggets?
The Nuggets, yeah.
Bruce Brown. They got Bruce Brown back.
Welcome back, baby.
Yeah.
Bruce Brown.
They got Cam Johnson, and they signed Tim Hardaway.
Great pickup.
I just seen that too.
I think Tim Hardaway could be a good, more like true point guard off of the bench, better than Westbrook was for them.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Westbrook is going though. Westbrook is not going.
Yeah, Westbrook's not going back.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
But I honestly I like that pickup. Get rid of Michael Porter Jr. He wasn't doing shit. Grab Cam Johnson.
He'll pass.
You said what?
He'll pass.
Yeah, he'll pass. Exactly.
And he can knock that 3 down too.
Yep.
Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway showed a lot of grit last year on the Pistons. I think that toughness is gonna help them out a lot too. And then you got what's the last person we just said?
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown.
Honestly, they could probably snag KCP back for pretty cheap.
Yeah, they could. They should see. I don't know who's running the ship now, but they should never let him go.
Throw the Magic like Julian Strother or something.
Yeah.
Jokic. I'm looking at this right now. I didn't even know this deal was made. Jokic has got a better backup than Dario Saric and DeAndre Jordan. They traded for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Really?
Great pickup.
Yeah, he's a good backup.
And he's not offensive liability like DeAndre Jordan is.
Thanks.
Valanciunas gets you a couple little post shots.
He can get you some buckets.
Raptors legend. He's got a ring.
Okay.
He was on that team?
He was traded for Mark. I want to say for Mark Gasol.
Might be, yeah. Mark was balling on the Raptors. I ain't gonna lie. Mark was balling, but yeah, that's about it. And then Miles Turner. Yeah,
I think the Pacers are they're panicking. There's no reason why they shouldn't have paid him. You know what I mean? I think they're panicking knowing that Halliburton is out this year, but it's like he ain't dead. So it's like I feel like they're just like, you know what I mean? Like for them not to give him what he wanted and it was just off by like they're saying it was only off by like 10, 15 million. You know, it's like just pay him. You know what I mean? Like he's been there for 8, 9 years. He's giving y'all like, you know, he's obviously he didn't show up like you wanted him to in the finals
at all. But, I was about to say
he's still. I think you need him on that Pacers team. So I'm not sure what they're doing. I mean, maybe they're trying to tank and get, you know, a good pick next year, knowing that Halliburton's come back. But I mean,
he's led the league in blocks multiple years.
Right, like
he was a beast, like in 2018, 2019. I think.
I mean, he was good this year until I would just argue the finals. Really, I mean,
he played so bad though, Trav. He played so bad.
He was basically non-existent.
Yeah,
Why is explain this to me, bro? Why is TJ McConnell grabbing more boards than Miles Turner, bro. Like, Turner can't grab a rebound to save his life, bro. Like,
he kept doing dumb fouls.
So someone that plays that has a consistent, how they play, and they know showing the finals, you just get rid of them though. Like, that's tough.
no.
I mean, maybe the lights were too bright, but I feel like you grow from that. You know what I mean? I don't think the lights are gonna always be bright for you.
But
I think the Pacers fucked up getting rid of him. Letting him walk, like, you, even not being able to trade him and get some pieces, like, you didn't even get nothing for him. He just walked. Like,
I think
Yeah.
the Pacers are like in a weird spot though, because they're like, man, what do we do now? Like, because this season is basically like screwed.
At least get something for something. Like, you let him walk. Like, you could argue like your second best player on the team walk without getting nothing in return. Like, you get something back for that player. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I say arguable. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd give Siakam over him, but
you just let him walk though. It's like, bro, you gotta get something. You gotta get a pick back, a second round. You gotta get something for him, bro. Like, they let him walk. I mean, I don't think that's. I think the Pacers
and then let him go to the rival team.
Wouldn't they had to have like signed and then traded him though?
Yeah, but I mean, they do sign trades all the time in the NBA. So I don't think. I mean, there's obviously. I think there was a 1-4 Miles Turner. You know what I mean? I think he's good for certain teams.
Didn't he? Wait, didn't it come out that he wanted to go back to the Pacers?
Yeah, he wanted to go back to the Pacers.
But they weren't going to pay him enough?
Yep. Like, he wanted to stay with the Pacers. So, I mean, I don't, like I said, if for me, I don't, maybe I don't know the inner workings, but I'm doing a sign and trade. Like, I'm not going to just let him walk.
I guess like Trav, I guess
there's a bunch of teams that could use. Like, I would have liked them out in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think the Pacers valued him enough, because I mean, clearly they were going to pay him. They just, I don't know. It's like a communication thing where they just couldn't get a deal done. And who knows, if they re-signed him, they could have maybe traded him. But
I think Ahmad, would you have taken him on Golden State? I think you would have used Miles Turner on Golden State.
That's
what I'm saying. I feel like there's a market for him. I just feel like
there's a market.
I think that was just like a bad front office move by the Pacers.
Yeah. I mean, I hate anytime a team gets rid of like a key player and then doesn't know who they're going to replace them with. Like, getting rid of somebody and not having a replacement for them is just a stupid move. Like, it's like quitting a job and then not having another job lined up, in my opinion.
Right. Yep.
The Knicks with their coaching.
Exactly. Bro, speaking of that, real quick, I just want to bring this up. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of people like interviewing, like they talk about Mike Brown. They're also talking about Don Stanley.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all think about that. I'm all for a woman head coach, you know what I'm saying, and woman empowerment, and
be careful, bro.
And all that shit.
I think we just have to see, because I mean, WNBA basketball or women's basketball is different than men's basketball. So I mean,
not with the New York Knicks.
I was gonna say, now is not the time. Now is not the time. Not the Knicks.
Not the Knicks. Like, not New York City. Like, no, like that. I think that would be bad. Like I said,
disaster.
I'm not hating on whatever. Like, woman coach, man coach, cool, but not now. Like, she would get cooked, bro. If they don't.
They would give her hell if she did bad. Oh my God, sports Twitter would light her ass up.
They got to the Eastern Conference Finals. If they get an 8 seed and get bounced in the first round, bro, a woman would never get a job again.
Sports Twitter would light her up.
She needs to go to Utah or the Nets.
Somewhere low key.
Somewhere that's trash, where the expectations are
low,
hell, and it's like all you have is to go up. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. Not the Knicks.
And this ain't even hating on Dawn. Dawn's a fantastic coach. This is for her best interest. Like, this is for her and all the other women who want to be head coaches.
I'm with you, Ahmad, on that. It's not even a woman thing. It's just that situation is.
It's like the Lakers.
Yeah,
the spotlight on those teams is
too bright.
A lot.
Too much.
Yeah. Also, I want to apologize.
New York people are rude. New York Knicks, they're gonna let you know more than the Lakers fans. Lakers, they obviously gonna let you know too, because like a it's a key city, but like the Knicks, they don't let you know for real.
Bro, yeah,
they just rushed
different.
firing Thibodeau, bro. They just rushed firing him. Like,
You see, Mike Brown's had 2 interviews. I think that's going to be the next coach.
Mike Brown could do a good job.
Yeah, he could do a good job with the.
I mean, they finally giving him a bench now. Like I see, like we said, Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele.
Yeah, Yabusele.
Yeah. Good pickup too. Great
Yeah,
pickup, I think.
They still trying to have that picture of him ducking on LeBron
in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill out, bro. What
the Knicks still have their whole starting 5, right? They didn't get rid of nobody, did they?
Nah.
No.
Okay.
He's at it, which is dope.
But that's good. Yeah.
Cleveland and New York better seize the opportunity, bro.
The East could never be more open.
It's wide open.
This is the year for those 2 teams.
For sure.
But go ahead, P.
I just want to say I want to apologize to Valanciunas. He does not have a ring. The Raptors are a terrible organization. They decided to not give a ring to players that were traded before the playoffs.
Damn.
I didn't know that. I was under the pretense that he did get a ring because he was on the roster.
Is that just a Raptors thing?
Yeah, they usually do give them rings.
That's why I thought he had one, because most teams normally do it. I'd have to look up and see how often teams do that, but
that's cold.
I know DeMarcus Cousins got a ring with the Lakers, bro.
They must do stuff different in Canada. I mean, I'm not Canadian.
That's cold, bro. I gotta talk to Shay and ask him about that.
This dude. So before, that's about it for off season. Trade for right now. Until we still got a couple days. But one more thing I want to talk about real quick before we wrap this up. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes. How y'all feeling about y'all fantasy draft picks? Talk to me.
So for the people at home, I don't know what everybody else has, but I got 10 out of 14.
Out of 14, yep. I got 11th out of 14.
I got 4.
I got 4. Yeah. Ahmad's got 5.
And I'm
gonna be sniping Josh's picks.
And I was actually I'm not gonna drop any names, but I was reached out to today on Instagram and was offered $60 for my pick.
Really?
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Me too.
I was offered a 60 spot.
Did you get offered $60, Ahmad?
We ain't talked business yet, you know what I'm saying? But it was some talk. There were some trade talks.
It was lower, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I might can go for the 60, but I gotta see what the mock even looks like at that position. I mean, because it's my first year doing fantasy basketball, so I'm like, I might need that for a spot. I might need to lock someone in.
You gotta remember it's a snake draft. So if you draft like 7, you're gonna stay in the same spot. But if you draft 14, you're gonna draft number 1 immediately.
Right again. Yeah.
Bro probably got the follow request. And then Celestia, you fucking bad bitch.
I got
yeah. I know who it is too, bro. I know who it is. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know who it is. P, you know who it is.
I have an idea on who I think it.
He was sending me some. He was sending me the most wildest trades. All
season I know who it is. Then
I know who it is.
I'm like, bro, this shit is ridiculous.
Oh, I know who it is.
Look, though, fantasy basketball is gonna be a ride, Trav. It is gonna be a ride full of ups and downs.
You're gonna watch your star player get hurt and be like, "Man, my season's over."
Yeah, it's gonna be
it's stressful. Ahmad was stressed. You know what I'm saying? Ahmad thought he should have won. You're
gonna watch a player give you negative 10 points, and you're gonna be like, "Bro, what was you doing?"
Straight cardio.
And like I said,
not even cardio, because you gotta mess up to get negatives.
And see, I gotta get in my mind too that you can't just go off of who you like and who's like a baller. You gotta actually kind of construct a team per fantasy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's crazy because I was having a conversation with Mike today, and I was saying fantasy wise, trade, or let me see. I'd pick Damn, I forgot what okay, I'm trying to give a good example. Like,
because I would think,
Mike had a good team last year. Mike had a good team, but I clapped him. Mike had a tough team though, but
okay, fantasy wise, I take James Harden over Curry. Fantasy wise, because
that's the shit I gotta learn.
You know what I'm saying? Because Harden is gonna give you those points with the assist. Curry is just giving you points with the trade ball. You know what I'm saying? But
Josh, you better than me, Josh. See, I'm a D1 hater, bro. I'm a gatekeep, bro. I'm gonna gatekeep this shit. You better than me, bro. You over here giving him the cheat code and shit like that.
No, I'm just trying to get him. I'm just trying to get him to look at it at fantasy perspective.
Unless Trav like takes that $60 deal and moves back, which honestly might not be a bad deal. But because I mean that means you're coming out with a guaranteed profit no matter what.
Right. That's
but
the only reason
no matter what, with your pick, you're getting a star player. You're getting a Jokic, or you're not getting Jokic. Jokic is going 1.
No, I think I'm looking at more like a Giannis or a Luka.
Yeah.
My man Coop. You know what I mean? My man Coop.
You do not go Cooper Flag.
I'm
telling you now. I'm telling you now. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Lucky because I would have been like, yo, Trav, that's a great pick, bro.
I'm warning you, Travis. These rookie do not get caught on these rookies, bro. Because I was high on Reed Shepherd and Donovan Clingan last season, and they did not play at all. Like fantasy, the app even had like Reed Shepherd saying he was gonna. They predicted him to get like 2,200 fantasy points at the end of the season. Nowhere near close.
See, Coop gonna eat though. That's the rookie of the year already.
Yeah, he gonna start.
Yeah, he's gonna
start. Trav, listen. Wemby got injured mid-season last year.
Right.
He was out mid-season, bro. Like I am not the one with Josh and them, but I played like a second fantasy league too. He was my main guy. He went down. I was cooked, bro. I was cooked.
Oh yeah. See, I mean, I
guess
clot,
like what?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
I mean, I'm probably like I said, if Luka's there, that's who I'm rolling with. I don't care. It's out there. I mean,
here's the rumor mill right now because I've been talking to everybody. All right, I've been talking to everybody. This is how it's looking. All right, this is how it's looking. It's going Jokic, Shea, Wemby, top 3. That's what it's looking like. So Trav and Ahmad, y'all looking at Luka or Giannis?
I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have
Luka's
Luka.
upside is good, but
it's probably
you might have to hold out on Giannis just because things might get scary. There are a lot of uncertainty with where he's going to be playing.
But see, I'm thinking fantasy wise, Giannis might be nice though because he's pulling.
If he stays on the Bucks, bro, he's gonna have to get like 30, 10, 10 every night.
Every night, and that's gonna fill up the stat sheet.
I'm gonna be real with you though. I'm gonna tell you right now. Number 5 and my number 5 pick. I'm going for Curry.
I know you're going Curry. I knew it.
Curry.
And I'm glad because I know my pick. I'm gatekeeping and I'm basing some of people drafting their favorite player.
Yeah.
Low key. Some teams might draft their favorite player.
What pick you got, Josh?
Thank you for telling me that information, bro.
Josh, what pick you got?
11th. I know who's gonna fall to me.
Yeah, till I snipe him.
You're gonna end up with like AD. Yeah, stuck him. That's who we got.
Yeah.
That's his man. I hit it right on the head. Pause.
I got 81 here. That shit was like it was bittersweet. When he's hooping.
Yeah, when he hoops.
Right.
When he hoops.
For real.
That's who he's going with.
Beast.
I got two players.
Drop one for us.
Yeah, drop one.
I mean, we all ahead of you. I mean, I'm not picking. Like I said, I'm locked in. I got 2.
No, I can't. Peanuts ahead of me. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I'm
gonna try to snipe you the whole night.
Sure.
And I was talking to Mike about this.
He ain't going back to back on my watch. He ain't getting his 4th.
I'm a 3-time champ, bro. 3-time champ.
If I see Ben Simmons in there, you already know I'm scooping that boy up, man.
That's
Ben
nasty.
Simmons, this is his year, bro. He gonna really do.
P, I already know who you picking though. I know your pick. I know everybody's pick, though, Key.
Who am I picking?
You're picking Sengun.
Number
You're
10?
picking Sengun.
I feel like I could get
think
somebody
Sengun,
a little better than the Sengun for number 10. I feel like I could probably get him in the second round.
Nah. I think Sengun. Well, maybe.
All right, so we got the top 5. We got who's coming 6? Like player wise. Ant.
Yeah. I could see Cade going top 10.
Brunson.
I could see Brunson.
Donovan Mitchell.
Cat. If somebody I could see Cat.
Josh, you going to go Cat or Trae Young?
Trae Young didn't cook for him.
Trae Young was on my team last year.
Yeah, I know you might run it back.
He ain't going for Trae Young.
Yeah, I might run it back.
Round.
You might have to run it back.
I might run it back with Trae.
I don't see Josh doing that for the first round. Josh trying to cap right now.
The thing is, we have the luxury where we can take somebody and just like get another guy right back.
That's why I like where I'm at. I like 11 because I'm going back to back. You feel me? I'm going back to back. So
I'm just looking at how they have like the rankings of some of these
Kevin
guys.
Durant go top 10?
Not the one I'm looking at, but
I mean,
they got him ranked 18.
Last year he did. Last year I think KD was he might have been my first pick, low-key. And I got Curry in the second round.
Ahmad, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. You really gonna pick Curry number 5?
For sure.
Really?
25 goodbye.
For sure,
He's just fucking
kiss your
with you,
ring
bro.
goodbye, bro.
There's no way he's picking Steph.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I've been robbed like 2 years in a row. Not in a row, but I've been robbed 2 years. Every time I play, bro, I get like, honestly, I made it to the semifinals every time I play, and then some bullshit happens, some type of injury happens, and I fucking lose, man.
And you had the best record last year, Ahmad, but I
was hooping, bro.
Best record. I learned that the hard way.
Bro.
I learned that the hard way. Best record don't mean nothing.
Yeah. But the thing is, Trav, when I drafted, bro, they was all shitting on me, Trav. It was shitting on me. The whole Discord was on my ass. Like,
you drafted Markelle
Fultz, bro.
Yeah, they told me about the Markelle Fultz thing. I was like,
they already told you?
Yeah, they told me about that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I heard about that in the Discord this past weekend. I was like,
Trav was laughing at your ass,
Who
bro.
told you that? Who
Trav
said
was laughing at your ass.
That was Sean, wasn't it?
I think it was Sean.
I knew Sean.
I knew Sean. I cooked Sean, bro. I cooked Sean specifically. It was a vendetta when I played Sean, bro. Every time I play him, I was like, yo, I gotta, because Sean gonna yap too much. He gonna talk too much shit. So I'm like, I'm not letting Sean.
Sean did draft Wemby number 1 when Jokic was on the board. So
yeah, and I still belt to ass.
Crazy.
BTA, straight BTA work. I can't let Sean beat me. I can't let Sean win, bro. I'm be real with you.
What was the science though behind picking Markelle? What was the science?
I'm gonna be real with you. It was like, see, when you drafting, like when it gets to the later rounds of the draft, it kind of gets hard because like the people that's in your head, you look and they're not there, and the time's going down.
Yeah,
so like,
you're on the time. You're on the time clock.
So when I picked up Markelle, I wasn't thinking at first that he wasn't active because the year
before that he was active. He was on Orlando.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying, and the time was going down. So I'm like, I'm just gonna pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a timer. I think I give everybody a minute and 30 seconds. I
was about to say a minute and a half sounds about
right. Because when your first option is picked up, your first, second, third, and fourth option,
it starts getting like
it starts getting rough.
Yeah, it's like damn.
It starts getting real rough. Like you're gonna see where everybody's basketball, how deep people's basketball bag knowledge is at. Like rounds, like what 10?
Yeah,
8, 9, 10, 11.
Bro, I honestly. I picked up Kawhi last year. Like, I can't remember. It was like round, like, it was pretty late.
It was late.
Yeah, it was late. It was really late.
I didn't pick him up early because everybody knew he was going to be out for a while. But I mean, when he came, if he wasn't out for as long as he was, I feel like he could have been good.
It would have. I mean, I picked up Norman Powell. I feel like Norman Powell is gonna have a breakout season.
Yo, that was the W pickup, bro. Norman Powell. was damn near all-star level last year.
But then, Trav, check this out. He got me to the number one spot, right? He helped me get to the number one spot. But when I needed him most, bro went down with a hamstring strain, bro. Come on,
man. I can see this already. This shit gonna be wicked, bro.
The first season I played, I had the best record. I was 14-4. I lost because Jimmy Butler and Giannis didn't play.
Yeah.
No, Jimmy was trying to. What was Jimmy on that BS? Was that this? No, that was this year.
Yeah, it was the year before. That was the year before.
That was this year.
Okay.
When I had him.
Does Bron go top 10?
I ain't taking him.
Yeah, I ain't taking him either. If he comes 11th, I'm not fucking with Bron. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know. I feel like Josh is just capping everywhere right now, bro. He's trying to throw everyone off of everything. He's trying to throw everyone off.
He can have Bron. I ain't taking him.
I'm not taking him. Word everything.
I know Josh. Josh ain't really taking him for real.
Look, I'm a 3. I didn't take him last year, and he was available for me.
Yeah.
I didn't take him last year. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let him slide down to me then, because I'll have Luka and Bron on the squad.
You'll go Luka, Bron?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta be careful stacking players.
Trav, I'm not gonna lie, you got some sharks out here. They licking their chops, bro.
That's cool.
They licking their chops, bro.
Yo, Trav is gonna get a million trade DMs.
Oh my God, you were gonna see some blasphemy.
You about to see some shit, Trav.
It's gonna be Luka, and then pull up Bron, and then Cooper Flag, and I'm set, baby. That's championship right there. That's champ. I'm ready to go.
I just want Trav to get Cooper Flag so bad, bro. Like,
I'm ready.
Not gonna lie, bro. If he available, I might take the gamble. I'm not taking him at 10.
He's getting sniped. He's getting sniped in the 3rd round. You can bank that. If not the 2nd.
You got to worry about X.
No, I'm not worried about X. X is gonna do this. X is going Zion and Embiid. I know that.
I'm talking about taking Cooper Flag. He might take Cooper Flag over Zion.
He loves Zion for some weird reason. He has a fascination with him, bro. I don't. Him and Embiid. I'm lying, P. X has a weird fascination with Embiid and Zion, bro.
He thinks
that's some weird shit.
Like, it's actually pretty insane.
That's some weird shit, man.
Pretty insane. But yeah, man. I mean, fantasy is gonna be. We don't draft for till like another 100 days, but October. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, good vibe.
It's gonna be lit. But Ahmad, take us out, bro.
Yeah, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in to the episode tonight. Make sure y'all tune in this Friday. We'll have another episode coming out talking about more off-season transactions and what's going on in the league. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and follow us on all platforms.
Yep. No, maybe not Friday though. Friday's 4th of July.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well,
maybe Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday
night.
Maybe
Thursday night, maybe. But yeah. All right, man.
All right, y'all.
Salute, fellas.
All right, y'all.